Look around you. Are you like the 99%? If so, it's time to change. Success demands loving the journey enough to endure failures. Yes, you'll fail 10 times, 100 times, maybe even 1,000, but failure isn't permanent. Each time you rise stronger, wiser, and more determined. For every 10 failures, you'll find one success, and that one success makes it all worthwhile. Here's the biggest myth about success. Some believe that fearing failure will help them avoid it. That's a lie. I used to believe it too, thinking fear would keep me sharp and motivated. But one day, I met an old man named Robert, and he changed my perspective. Robert, struggling with a cane, fell while crossing the street. I helped him up and suggested he stay indoors for safety. His reply: "I love walking more than I fear falling. Living means doing what you love, even if it comes with risks." His words stayed with me. If Robert had feared falling, he wouldn't have done what gave him joy. He loved walking so much he was willing to fall 10 times a day for it. That's the key. Love what you're pursuing so deeply that failure becomes irrelevant. The next time someone tells you you're going to fail, say, "You're right, and I'm okay with it." Because while you're failing and learning, they'll be stuck, too afraid to try. Life is unpredictable and short. Steve Jobs once said he started each morning by asking if he'd be happy with how he was living if it were his last day. If the answer was no for too many days, he knew it was time for a change. That's a question we should all ask ourselves. When I was 13, my teacher, a kind, loving man with a family, died in a sudden accident on his way to school. His death taught me that life's unpredictability isn't something we can control, but how we live in the time we have is. Whether you have 50 years, 10 years, or just one day left, make sure you're pursuing what matters to you. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about embracing it as a stepping stone. Love your dream enough to risk falling. Because in the end, it's not the failures that define you. It's whether you kept going despite them. Life is unpredictable and cruel. People can drop dead from a heart attack with no warning, no family history, no symptoms, no cause. It's a harsh reality we cannot control. No matter what path you take in life, death will eventually come for you. It doesn't care if you brush your teeth, raise a family, become rich, or fail miserably. The one certainty in life is that it will end. Knowing this should be your greatest motivation. Every morning, it should push you out of bed and remind you to make the tough decisions. So ask yourself, what do you really have to lose? If you chase your dreams and fail, yes, you may face challenges, financial instability, stress, disappointment. But even if you fail, you'll end up back where you started, right here, right now. Some of you have big ambitions, starting a business, pursuing your dream career, becoming a doctor, an engineer, a firefighter, or a professional athlete. But fear holds you back. You're afraid of failure. You're worried about what your parents, siblings, or friends might think. But here's the truth, none of that matters. What matters is you. For now, it feels like I have to let another dream slip through my fingers, and that realization stings. Seeing what's possible, a house by the beach in LA, amazing weather, and a career I'd love, has made me more determined than ever. I'd rather chase this dream relentlessly, even if it means risking everything, than play it safe and spend my life wondering, what if? Creating videos like this feels therapeutic. They help me process my thoughts, and I hope they inspire others. I believe in the importance of education. It's a key to success and a safety net to fall back on. But education will always be there, whether I'm 20, 40, or older. Right now, I have the drive, vision, and passion to capitalize on my peak potential. Not pursuing this dream feels like throwing it all away. The question I keep hearing is, what if it fails? And my answer is, what if it succeeds? That's the essence of taking risks, whether in entrepreneurship, startups, or personal growth. The stakes are high, yes, but the rewards could be life-changing. Taking risks can feel overwhelming. What if I get hit by a car? What if I lose my wallet? But more importantly, what if it works? It's easy to focus on the negatives, but being optimistic and open-minded is far more rewarding. Surround yourself with people who radiate positivity and good energy. It will profoundly impact your mindset and lifestyle. Starting a business or being self-employed doesn't require a degree, just a solid plan and relentless drive. With the support and encouragement from people like you watching this, I genuinely feel capable of achieving anything. If you're still here, thank you. Your loyalty means everything to me. Let me share something personal. I've failed countless times, failed school exams, was rejected from dozens of jobs, Even Harvard rejected me 10 times. But failure isn't the end. It's a stepping stone to success. Every rejection, every misstep, adds to your growth and shapes you into a stronger version of yourself. Thomas Edison once said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. I just found 1,000 ways that didn't work." That's what failure is. It's discovery. It's learning. The journey is hard, filled with setbacks, and that's why so many people avoid it. But guess what? Failure means you're trying, you're alive, and you're pushing forward. So, go out there and fail again. Fail 1,000 times. Each failure means you're doing something, taking steps, and growing. Fear of failure, fear of success, and fear of the unknown hold so many people back. Don't let them hold you. Embrace the journey, because it's not just about reaching the destination, it's about who you become along the way. Do you know what Winston Churchill said about courage? Courage is the ability to go from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That's the spirit you need, holding onto your dream with relentless determination, no matter the setbacks. Take the man in Los Angeles, for example. He made headlines after passing the bar exam on his 48th attempt. He could have given up. His son had a law firm, and he could have settled as a legal assistant or clerk. People laughed at him, called him a failure. But he didn't stop. The same goes for John F. Kennedy Jr. Everyone focused on his failures at the bar exam, but when he finally passed, no one gave it the same attention. Why? Because people are drawn to failure. They'll slow down to watch someone else's pain, magnify it, and project it onto their own lives. Most people don't fail to achieve their dreams because they lack ability. They fail because they give up. Failure itself isn't what stops us. It's the decision to stop after the first failure. Those who succeed understand that failure is part of the process. They don't stop at 1 failure, 10 failures, or even 1,000. Instead, they declare, "This is my goal, and I'll do whatever it takes to achieve it. I'll learn from every failure, work harder, work smarter, and never quit until my dream becomes reality." That's the difference between success and failure. Failure isn't the enemy, it's the foundation of success. To succeed, you must embrace failure, even seek it, because failure teaches the lessons that lead to growth. Think about the gym. When you work out, you're intentionally pushing your muscles to the point of failure. That's where adaptation happens, where growth begins. Successful people fail far more often than they succeed, but they extract lessons from every setback. They turn failure into energy and wisdom, using it to fuel their next attempt. To grow, you have to stretch beyond your current limits, even if it means risking failure. That's what practice is, controlled failure. By repeatedly reaching your limit, you eventually adapt and overcome. Failure reveals the areas where you need to evolve. So, fail early, fail often, and fail forward. Failure makes winners stronger and hungrier, while it discourages others. Winners don't enjoy failure, but they never let it stop them. Next time you fail, remember, every great achievement exists because its creator learned what didn't work and used those lessons to succeed. As children, we don't let failure stop us. When learning to ride a bike, we fall again and again, but we get back up every time. Why? Because the goal matters more than the setback. But as we grow older, many of us grow weaker in spirit. We make excuses. Maybe it's not for me. No, that's laziness talking. Be honest with yourself. Get back up, learn why you failed, and use that lesson to grow stronger. It's frustrating how many people develop a negative relationship with failure. Instead, view it as a stepping stone to success. You're here right now because you want to be better tomorrow than you are today. You have a vision, a dream, and that already puts you ahead of 95% of the world. Imagine if Michael Jordan had been afraid of missing a shot. He wouldn't have taken any. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about using failure as a tool to build the life you dream of. Imagine if Steve Jobs had been afraid of people rejecting his product. There would be no iPhone. So, ask yourself, do you want to be someone who fears failure or someone who loves success? You need to decide because one mindset leads to giving up, and the other propels you forward. If you love success, nothing can hold you back. Criticism and statistics about how only 1% make it to the top won't matter. Want to know the truth? Only 1% stick with a fitness program long enough to see results, only 1% of gamers persist long enough to master the game, and only 1% of relationships endure. It's not about odds, it's about attitude. But here's the truth, failure isn't the end, it's the bridge to success. Every setback, every time you fall, is a step forward if you choose to rise again. Remind yourself of this. If life knocks you down, try to land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. You will fail your way to success. 8 out of 10 millionaires have experienced bankruptcy. Struggle isn't a reason to stop. It's proof that you're on the right path. Success isn't reserved for the talented or the lucky. It's earned through relentless effort, through the grind, and through embracing the pain and discomfort that comes with the journey. Too many people believe success is effortless, that it's destiny. But the truth is, victory is born from struggle. It's not about entitlement, it's about the fight. Struggle separates the great from the average. The best don't see hardship as a reason to quit. They see it as a chance to grow, to rise above. Just like you can't build strength without the pain of the gym, you can't achieve greatness without pushing through adversity. When the world says no, push back. When it feels impossible, dig deeper. Being uncomfortable is part of the process. Excellence isn't in the spotlight, it's in the countless unseen hours of effort and persistence. So, take what's yours. Transform mediocrity into greatness. Hold your success up for the world to see. Because what hurts today will be the very thing that transforms your life tomorrow.